giving good time off sentences to violent offenders simply for behaving in prison. It is a travesty of justice, and it has come to a time to put it to an end.
Absolutely.
We cannot continue to be releasing violent offenders into our community and giving them literally up to 17 days off per month every month. The legislature needs to find a better way to balance the budget.
Eric Wallen. Folks, this is a time to speak out. You contact your representatives. Children in Rhode Island should be safe, and no child should have to go through what these families have gone through. So our message is very clear today. Our state officials need to step forward, protect the community, and protect the children of Rhode Island in that community. Folks, it is unacceptable that this family and the community down in Wakefield, Peacedale, should have to go through what they're going through right now. And elected officials, Attorney General Peter Kilmartin, other elected officials at the State House should step forward. It is an insult to the children of Rhode Island that someone that committed this type of crime should get out on good behavior. It is an insult to everyone that has stood up. It is time for our elected officials to step forward and defend the people of Rhode Island. And the media that is gathered, I want you to look out at some of the children that are here. And I commend the parents, and I want to have a round of applause for the parents and the children that came out today. Because this is about children. This is about families. What kind of state are we living in where they would risk having a predator come out, affecting and going after the children of Rhode Island? How much more should we put up with?
I never thought 28 years ago that I would have to be here doing this and talking to you and thanking you for your support to stop Michael Woodmansee from being released into our society. Justice was not served properly 28 years ago, and I hope that justice is done properly now.
Now, folks, because of the weather, I know everyone's a little cold, it's a little wet, but we wanted to take our message right here, not at the State House, right here, so the governor and the Attorney General and our leaders can see that the community is right here, watching and waiting what they do, and we demand they take action on this matter. Folks, again, I want to recognize the Sherman family that came out this afternoon and showed tremendous courage. I'd like a round of applause for the Sherman family. The Foreman family that has stepped forward and shown courage. We will not let this man down, this family down. We owe it to the community. We owe it to the children. We're not going away. Our message is clear. It's time to do something. No early release.
Thank you for your support, and Jason, we love you.
John, thank you, sir. Hey. Full support. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Josh. Just for a moment, what was today like for you, just to be out there knowing there's a lot of support out here?
Well, I got to tell you, again, I got to repeat, I never thought this day would come. I didn't think there was no need for this day to come. Justice wasn't done right the first time, and that's why we're here now, to make sure justice is done right.
No question, this is an uphill battle to try to see if you can get him to stay in there, would you say?
That's absolutely correct. It is an uphill battle. He can be released in August, as everyone knows, and be on the street. And we have no idea where he is when he is on the street, because he doesn't have to report to anybody. And that's going to make it more dangerous for our children.
Mr. Foreman, what's your greatest concern going forward with this? Is it that he might do something to another child?
That's my biggest fear. I don't want him out because I know that this will happen again. He will try to do this again. That's what he's fantasized about years ago, and I'm sure all this time in prison he's fantasized about it again. That is my biggest fear, that some other child will be killed in a horrible way. That's it.
Your comments on the radio obviously were heard around the world. Is that something you still think about now?
I gotta tell you, it's not the right way to think in God's eyes. However, I got my own eyes. I gotta protect our children. It's very great.
Why do you think so many people want to help you or to stand by you?
They want to protect their children. That's what it is, you know. They want to protect their children, and this is where they got to start at.
Are you hoping the governor will step in or someone else to do a one-time kind of situation with this, as opposed to changing the law completely?
Well, I don't know what the governor can do. He hasn't done much anyway to begin with. But anyhow, we have some good lawmakers. I know we do, and they're working on it. So we'll see what happens.
What do you think about the legislation that's currently in General Assembly right now?
Well, Eric, would you like to answer that for me? What is happening with the new legislation?
Well, being heard tonight.
Yeah, the legislation is before the Judiciary Committee, as I understand it. We've had conversations about the nature of the package that was submitted on behalf of the Attorney General by Senator and Representative Cisnowski and Tanzi. You know, it's a good start. There's a lot more that could be inclusive in that bill. This really should be a time that we finally take a look at things and do away with good time for all violent offenders. It's fine for the non-violent, but for people out there committing robberies, people out there driving drunk and killing people, as well as obviously the kind of detestable acts that were committed by this monster, Michael Woodmansee, good time just can't continue to exist in the fashion that it does. We've got parole. That's enough of incentive for prisoners to behave.
Excuse me, sir. Did you just put driving drunk and child killers in the same category?
No, people who drive under the influence and kill someone, DUI death resulting. It's another aspect that we should consider in not providing good time to. They're already eligible for parole at a third of their sentence. Enough is enough.
Bury them.
All right.
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. All of a sudden I got in the middle of it.
Like a handful, yeah.